Say that again, please.
No! I said I'm gonna come play my game.
Oh, okay, fine. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
She has her cat ear headphones on. Oh wow, there's a speed mode? What the hell?
You could have been using this the whole time?
I could have been doing this to grind with? Alright, well it sounds like we're grinding at double speed. Yeah. We go grind up on these behemoths. You like that behemoth? Wait, where did I go? Oh, I went the wrong way.
Oh my god.
Wow, 2 talon.
What did 2 talents say? You wanna make me read?
Yeah.
Oh, what? 2 times as fast?
No, I don't know whether he meant that for the 2 times as fast or the grinding up on these behemoths.
Probably the behemoths.
I ain't touching that.
That's what she said.
He just said yes. This is both. Okay, gotcha. So, I don't know. Oh, you're just standing there staring, so I thought you wanted...
I wanted to see him in battle!
Oh, okay.
And I can't do that if I sit down.
I'm heading right there. I'm almost there. I'm sorry, Cappy. They're a few screens away.
Oh wow, that's gonna make grinding so much better now.
I don't know what it was all with all that zooming in and out. Oh, it's showing me that I'm switching targets. Oh, don't do that.
I'm sorry, I'm very quiet and I won't make any more noise.
You should have said excuse me.
Oh.
No, I can't get the map. There we go. What button was it? LB, I guess?
Button would be LB.
Left bumper.
That's L1. L1, L2, R1, R2.
Yeah, I know. It says LB on here though. LB and LT. Because I think that's how Xbox does it.
Oh, well.
Yeah, gross, right?
Yeah.
Xbox.
Mine says L1, L2, because I'm a PlayStation.
Because you're using the correct controller. Alright, everybody, we're not playing at double speed here. You got everyone in chat is all having like an identical timed stroke. Here, fix this up.
Let me know if it goes really fast. Continue story, I'll watch that.
I don't think I can do it that fast. It's extremely disorienting the way the camera moves around. Gambits, Redis, any party member, status, stop. Chronos tier. That should be at the top. Yeah, left bumper, left trigger, that's what I'm assuming too, but I'm with Cappy. I grew up on PlayStation. Well, I grew up on Nintendo. But then I went to PlayStation, not really Xbox. So L1, L2 feels much more natural to me. What's this? Yeah, I was on Nintendo until the N64. I never had an N64. Well, we had an N64 for like 6 hours. And then I went to PlayStation. How much experience do these guys give? More than that. Well, I didn't see that one. That was weird. Those guys are 850. These are the guys. How much experience do y'all give me? 700. Okay. Is she silenced or something? Oh, she's got disable on her. Oh god, how do I fix that? Yeah, that fixed that problem. She's asleep. It's hard keeping track of everything she is. Petrify, disable, sap, immobilize. Jesus. There we go, that fixed like half. Oh, that fixed all of it. And go Pinello. Okay. Good to know. Pinello can fix a lot of things. What is my primary gambit? Lowest max HP. Weird. Oops.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shut up.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Drop anything? Nope. You didn't have any of the Nintendo consoles, Baka? Well, not necessarily right now, I meant like when you were younger. No. Huh. Okay. I'll be honest, I was a pretty heavy PC gamer when I was younger too. That's probably what it was for me. It was probably like Super Nintendo, then I went to PC for a while, and then I got the PlayStation. I think my parents had the whole, like, video games are really good for hand-eye coordination, so they were supportive of video games because of that. You know, I don't think they were excited to see me, like, sitting there for 6 hours a day just playing video games, but... Turns out video games are bad for reading. Shut up! I mean, going outside to play is also important, but... You gotta have a little bit of everything, you know? Yeah, that would be bad for somebody who was, like, mildly autistic and stuff. That would be like... Hey, you know that thing that you hate beyond all else in your entire life? Yeah, go do that. And you're like, I don't want to. I can understand the thought process, you know? It's like, oh, if they're getting bullied in school, if I send them out to play, they'll make friends. Then they won't get bullied in school as much, because they'll have friends around them, and yada yada. Like, the thought process is totally there. You can see where they were going. Yeah, it's... The logic is sound. It's just the ability was hindered. You know, I think that was less a you problem and more a them problem then. Because that's not, like, normal behavior. You were playing with a kitten, and the neighborhood kids decided to kill that kitten. Yeah, that's not... That's not a you problem, that's a them problem. Yeah, exactly. I think the thing that also helped with my parents is they didn't necessarily know that computers were going to be a big thing in the future, but they could see the necessity of having a kid that was, like, computer savvy. Because they may not have known, like, computers are going to be everything in the future, but they were like, computers are going to be at least important in some aspect. So they got a computer, and they were like, here, we'll get him to play on the computer and learn how it works and stuff like that. And then here I am. That's what I do for a living. Mom knew she was going to need tech support later in life, and she was like, I gotta train my kid up soon.
It's like where my mom the other day said she has a Mac.
Yeah. It's like, I don't need a warranty on my computer. I have a Mac. And I was all like, you still need a warranty, but like, I can't fix hardware failure. Yeah, okay, grinding and fast forward is nice.
Yeah.
Your reasoning was all of the above? Yeah. Is that a boiler with legs? No, he's got legs, he's just got little dangle down penis. According to Cappy.
Oh yeah, chandelier penis.
Chandelier penis.
I know what you're talking about.
I think it's supposed to be like a rook, essentially.
Yeah.
Castle Man. You prefer the boiler imagery?
Yeah.
Well, not everything is what you prefer, Trika. Sometimes you have to picture dangle down chandelier penis and just like live with that. See, this here is my stream.
Yeah.
Now you're the one who needs a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna need you, Trika. I'm gonna need you to picture a penis. That's it. Just do that for me.
Yeah.
Done and done.
Yeah.
What level am I now? 46. Nice. I don't really care what level we get to tonight. I think I may just grind all night. That way I'm like a good chunk of levels ahead of where I need to be. And I don't have to grind again for a while. Yeah, see? Chandelier picture.
Yeah.
When you hit it, it dangles floppies. Yeah, yeah. He does the naked dance. Every guy knows what the naked dance is.
If you didn't want to see chandelier penis, you would be wearing pants.
Yeah, exactly. If he doesn't want us to talk about a chandelier penis, he should wear pants. Just walk up to one of these guys that's just wearing like khakis. You're like, see this guy right here, he gets it. Stop blinding us! Oh, bit out of it.
Sorry. My character fell down during battle, and Prompto goes, man, that was embarrassing. And my character's just like, I know. Like, okay, I'll point it out. They do have nice banter in this game.
Fell down like just.
Like, I hit the enemy, and then he snapped his neck like a flail and fell on my back. And then immediately Prompto was like, oh man, that was embarrassing. And I was like, dude, I know, okay? My character says that. He was like, I know. Okay?
Isn't Prompto Robbie?
Yes, Prompto is Robbie. I think I appreciate Prompto more now.
Knowing Robbie?
Yeah.
It said Behemoth J Reddy's Ram, and I read Behemoth Reddy's Jam. And I was all like, oh, not right now, Behemoth.
That's his jam.
That's his jam. Like, I just had a bunch of honey butter. My tummy is like, no thank you. You ate vegetables recently? Congrats. Oh yeah, it's all like, oh, that sounds really good. I haven't.
What's like, yeah, good job on your own, Matt. I had vegetables. Do you know what those are?
Do you know what vegetables are? Is that the stuff I tell them to leave off my burger? Yeah, that's rabbit food.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like vegetables too. I ate candy corn for Halloween.
Corn.
That's corn. Oh.
You love broccoli.
Broccoli,
you love
carrots,
you love
peas, corn.
Yeah. Just tonight we decided to have rolls for dinner because we're adults.
Yeah, we just had rolls, so honey butter we made, and rolls we ate.
Yeah.
Rolls? Yeah, rolls. You know what rolls are? Bread? Rolls Royce? Well, first off, it's Royce with a C.
Really, really expensive cars.
Yep.
That's why we can't afford a house. We keep using $500,000 cars.
That's right. I have an expensive hobby. Eating cars.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, do I look like the kind of guy who would have a Rolls Royce? I'm just a floating head.
Yeah, but how much money did you have to spend to become that floating head?
That's
Billions?
Cappy, don't be silly. It was only millions, okay?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You could envision a floating head driving a Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
But seriously though, I'm disturbed that you may not know what a roll is. Israel can't be that much different for you to not know what a roll is. You just didn't know it was called that? Okay. They're very common. Well, what do you guys call them?
Red rounds.
Yeah.
We call them cooked dough.
You're like, I mean, I
you're,
guess.
You're not wrong. They each have their own name, Matt. I'm like, what? This one's Kevin. Here's Richard. It would be difficult to translate. So don't translate.
Let Matt pronounce your language really poorly so you can laugh.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck you, buddy.
Did you see what he put?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
You got me.
You win this one.
Oh, fuck. But you guys speak English too. Like, what do you... Don't you guys call them something in English? Or do you just use the Hebrew version?
Yeah.
Is there... You know how we have Tex-Mex down here? Where people will fluently switch in between English and Spanish on the fly, like mid-sentence and stuff like that?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if there's like a Hebrew / English version. Yeah. Where they're constantly like, for no reason, not because there's not a translatable version of the word, just because they're like half the sentence is in English and half is in Hebrew. Estamos haciendo game de fantasy? No, not like that. No, literally like switching between English and Spanish, like for full thoughts. Not just one word here or there. Like you're having a conversation with your buddy, and like you'll say 2 sentences in English and 2 sentences in Spanish, back to back, not pausing in between.
Or just like a few words in Spanish.
Yeah, yeah. It'd be like, Para los niños y mirando cuando dice los dragones rojos comen árboles, but I don't know why the red dragons eat trees. They just do. You know, you're just like rambling. And like continuing the exact same thought in just a completely different language. And nobody has any problem following what's going on, except for the fact that the first half of my Spanish made absolutely no sense. Oh, okay, you guys just do, like, individual words.
Fuck, get out of my way.
Okay.
Yeah.
For a minute there, you were impressed? You wouldn't be impressed if you knew what I was saying.
Nothing.
It was literally gibberish. For people who don't know Spanish, it sounds convincing. For people who do know Spanish, they're like, the fuck was he saying? Like, those were all Spanish words. It did not make sense in a sentence. This is where I get the whole, I can understand a lot more Spanish than I can speak. So like if I'm around Spanish speakers and they're going off in Spanish, I can keep track of like 85% of what they're saying. But if you asked me to say that exact same sentence in Spanish, I couldn't do it. Yeah, English is a really, as a native English speaker, English is a really stupid language. It's really confusing for someone trying to be taught English to be told a lot of like grammar rules and then learn later on that those aren't actually rules. That we break them more, like, just as often as we live by the rules. And I guess one of the main reasons our language is so dumb is because it's like this weird amalgamation of a bunch of languages.
Yeah.
Like, one of the more interesting rules that I was taught as a kid that I didn't learn was completely wrong until I was older was when to use a versus an. And because you're always taught as a child that you use a something when the next word starts with a consonant, like C, T, S, R, and you use an when the next letter starts with a vowel, A, E, I, O, or U. And then later in life you learn, actually, that's completely wrong. Let me kill this guy real quick. You use a when the next sound sounds like a consonant, and you use an when the next sound sounds like a vowel. So, like, we spell the word hour like an increment of time for an hour, H-O-U-R. But if you were going to say a hour, that's incorrect. It would be an hour, even though hour starts with H. It's because it sounds like it starts with an O. Yeah, when people use more before a word that ends in ER, yeah. More better. Yeah, I need an MRE. Yeah, because MRE sounds like it starts with an E. M. Yeah. Exactly. Perfect example. The sentence he put for A versus an. Wow, Penelo's level 50? Jesus. Sit down, girl. Let's get Fran up in here. Then we need Penelo to remove the embroidered tippet, and Fran will equip that. Okay, move. I realize Fran is using an awkward weapon there. He's like a lion or mountain.
Kinda.
What's he called?
Cattle. Plus, I believe.
Cappy's playing Final Fantasy as well. She's just playing a different title. Can't go, it was on the screen.
It's fine. Yeah, Cattle Plus.
Catoblepus? Catoblep? Hey, it's Blep! Catoblepus? Bleepus? That's adorable.
Your one dude says it once. There he is.
Oh, he's got a long neck.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He's also got like a piggy nose.
Yeah. I saw, speaking of something that was really weird, I saw a GIF on Imager that was showing camels swimming in the ocean, and it was talking about how these camels swim to this island to graze, and the island is like 10 kilometers away from the mainland. So they'll swim out to the island, graze, and then swim back again. And they're like, yeah, camels are really good swimmers. They can swim for hours on end with no stopping. And I was like, what the fuck? These desert creatures are just really good swimmers for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's a problem with British versus English speakers, Baka. British speakers will commonly drop the H sound on words, and not on others, which is weird. Because British speakers would say owla, but we would say howler. Because you're howling. I pronounce it in BE then XD. Oh, you pronounce it in British English. Got you. Gotcha, yeah.
Yeah.
Because if it's a person that takes care of owls, then it's an owler. But if it's something that howls like a wolf, then it's a howler.
Yeah.
Like if you're speaking British English, how would you differentiate between the two? You would call them both owlers. In British English, they sound the same? Yeah. But they don't always drop the H. Yeah, herbs and herbs. They say herb, and we say herbs because we think the H is silent. See, even British English is stupid. It's just stupid in a different way. Since when is the H in herb silent in America? I mean, in the United States, I've heard it both ways. But it's common to say herb. There's also, that's another common misconception, there's also not one American English, like United States English. There's like 20 different US English versions. And it's a regional thing. There's US and Texas English. No, there's a lot more than that. There's New England English.
Midwest.
There's Midwest English. There's Deep South. There's Cajun. Cajun's one of the weirder outstanding ones because it has heavy French influence. Whereas most of the others is like Latin influence. And I mean Latin is in Italy, not Latin is in Central America. Yeah, that would be New England. Boston, Jersey, New York, that's New England. And actually, Boston, New Jersey, New York, they all sound similar enough to people who don't live there. But if you do live there, all three of them are vastly different. It's very weird. No, Herbert would be Herbert because it's a name. Although in some parts of the country they would say Herbert.
Not us.
Not us. We would say Herbert. This is, again, this gets down to the whole, like, English is a stupid language. And even though we have our own rules for our own language, it doesn't always apply. I like this one thing I saw on Imager a long time ago that was talking about adjectives in sentences, and it's something that American speakers are never taught, but in adjectives, like words that describe other words, they have to be said in a specific descriptor order, and I forget what it is, but there's like color, size, texture, sound, stuff like that. And depending on what your adjective is describing, those have, if you're going to use multiple adjectives, they have to be said in the correct order. And then they gave a sentence and it was in the correct order, and then they just randomized the order of the adjectives. And like in syntax rules for English, both sentences were correct, but one sounded correct and the other sounded like gibberish, because it wasn't in the order that is naturally known to English speakers.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was never taught this. You want to see that sentence? Let me see if I can find it real quick. It's really crazy. Because it's not a rule that anybody who learns English is taught. But it just it becomes a natural, like, inherited understanding. English adjective order. Yeah, here you go. Order of adjectives has to be determiner, which is like a, the, both, either, many, stuff like that. Observation, which is your opinion. So like good, bad, pretty, ugly, things like that. Size and shape, age, color, origin, material, and qualifier, like the purpose for the description.
Beat him 3 times.
You beat him 3 times. That's crazy.
I had an accessory on that was giving me rare drops, and I needed his normal drop. And I didn't realize it till the third time.
Here we go. I think I found it. No, I don't want to register with your website. I just want to read this. Okay. Adjectives in English absolutely have to be in this order. Opinion, size, age, shape, color, origin, material, and purpose. So you can have a lovely little old rectangular green French silver whittling knife. But if you mess with that word order in the slightest, you'll sound like a maniac. It's an odd thing that every English speaker uses. Well, they didn't write it out.
Damn it.
Give me the sentence. Where did the sentence go that had it in the wrong order? And it sounds... God, why did they not do that? Reopen, close tab. We're just grinding today, I don't care. Here we go. Why am I in image search anyway? All. Adjective order rule. I can't find the one that lists another sentence in completely incorrect order. Give you the knife sentence and you'll scramble it. Hold on, where did it go? It was images. Oh my god, how many times do I have to click this image before you actually show it to me? Every time I click this image, it takes me to another website that hosts the image. And that one's actually taking me to a different website. Okay, here we go. A lovely little old rectangular green French silver whittling knife. That's the correct order. And then it says, all it says afterwards is size comes before color. So green great dragons can't exist. You would have a great green dragon. Anyway.